Hello, YouTube! Mandy's Makeup Adventures is back, and today we're going to do like a little get ready with me as I discover ColourPop. I have not used ColourPop before, and I'm really excited. So I got, She's Got Solstice, which is this palette right here. It's this dusty rose peachy loveliness. False eyelashes, highlighter, blush, and a lippy. So I'm really excited. We're just going to do a quick little get ready with me where I talk about things. Now I know that I don't have a whole lot of subscribers yet, so sometimes people are like, what's she about? Should I like waste my time on this or no? Please do subscribe, comment, like, share, all that good fun stuff down below. We're gonna go ahead and start with the eyes, because there is probably gonna be some fallout with these metallic foiled type shades. I'm just putting a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape foundation on the lids because I haven't been wow, that was way too much. That's a whole problem. Way too much. So I haven't been doing a whole lot of like primers for the eyes because of the summertime. I just don't like, I don't put as much into my makeup generally in the summertime, as much into my routine anyway. So I like to have a more simplified routine because I don't do all that great with the heat. But now that I work outside, it's kind of a little bit different, but still I kind of like to do just a little bit less. And in fact, scratch all that. I gotta put some skincare on. I'm just all over the place today. So this is this Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Serum that I've been using every day for like a month now, because I got it in last month's BoxyCharm, and it's time for this month's box to come out, which is taking a lot longer than I would like for it to. And sometimes I'll just do this because it actually has a lot of moisture in it. Sometimes I'll just do that for morning skincare. Don't bother me. Sometimes I'm lazy. All right, now I do a really good skincare routine at night and when I have time in the daytime as well. So we're gonna get started with the eye palette now. I'm gonna go into this lightest shade, which is called the Big Bang. And I'm gonna put that all over. That's not attractive when I lean back like that, so I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna use that Big Bang shade, which is like a lovely like peachy pink blush tone kind of shade. We're gonna put that all over the lid. It's really just a lovely light shade. I like that. Now it's just the teeniest bit of peachy pink in it, and I like it. So I laid that down as a base, and then we're gonna go in to this shade called Nova. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. back and forth on top of my crease in windshield wiper motion. So it's been a crazy week. Our plumbing needed some major attention. Everything was starting to back up all over the place. So we had a plumber out yesterday, and then our hot water heater, there was like a faulty pipe or something. I still don't really understand what happened, but my dad just came out and helped us fix that a little bit ago. But it has been and then we just had to replace all 4 of our tires. It's been one of those weeks where, like, relentlessly the universe is like, remember me? Remember me? Remember me? And I'm like, oh yeah, right? Okay. Guess we have to pay attention to the house and all that stuff right now. Okay, so next we're gonna go into this beautiful Earth Angel shade. Now, I'm discovering with these shadows that they're pretty powdery, and they look darker in the pan than they do on the eye. But all of that is all right with me because they do seem to make a beautiful look. I've done just like a little practice thing with this palette, and it made a beautiful look eventually. And sometimes that's how it's gonna work, you know. You'll get palettes that are just immediate rich color payoff, and then some of them you just have to work a little harder. And of course, none of us want to work that hard, so if it becomes like a super big deal, then we just don't. Then we get a different palette. I'm using the darkest shade right now in the corner to give us a little bit more definition. I know everybody's also been stressed with quarantine, and we don't even know right now if schools are going to open, and if they are, because I have 2 school-age children who it affects deeply, whether or not they choose to open up the schools. And I feel like they're talking about this half and half nonsense, and I just don't get that. I feel like if it's dangerous to be exposed, then exposing them half the time is still way too dangerous, in my opinion. But who am I? Just another mom with kids. So, you know, I'm going back into that Earth Angel shade and just putting that kind of over half of the eyeball. Now, in real life, this looks really bomb, but on camera, for some reason, it's not picking up. I don't know what that's about. I'm now going to go into the Estrella shade in the middle of the palette. It's this pinky gold color. This isn't the newest thing from ColourPop. This is, I didn't like the tie-dye collection so much, so I didn't order it. It just didn't look that pretty to me. Yep, that's a gorgeous shade, Estrella. So put the Estrella shade all over the lid, and then that's gorgeous. And then I'm gonna take a little brush, a tiny little detailing brush. This is from Eco Tools, and I'm gonna use the color Mars, which is down at the bottom. It's like a silvery gold shade. I'm gonna put that on the innermost third of the lid, kind of leading up to that pink shade. I keep slouching and it's so terrible. I've always done it. I have scoliosis like most people. Well, I feel like a lot of people have it anyway, but I have scoliosis and I'm in a lot of bone pain. My husband just went to go get some of my muscle relaxers and things that I use to keep me out of pain, but we're going to use Earth Angel on the bottom lashes. I think that looks really, really pretty. It's just very, very subtle. I feel like there's definitely several different looks that you can pull out with this palette. I'm going to go ahead and continue to blend everything out so that we have a nice blended, even look. And then I'm going to go back into that darker shade and I'm going to pack that in because that did not show up the way I wanted it to. So, I haven't really been keeping up with a whole lot of news or anything like that, but I really hope that everybody is staying safe and that all my nurses and doctor friends have the support that they need from their family members, and that everybody remembers that they're fighting a really hard battle right now, and that, you know, it sucks to have to wear these masks. It really does. I get that. I think I'm going to go in with this gold, it's called Super Stardust, and it's freaking gorgeous. You can see it there. I think I'm going to go in with that on the lid and see what happens, because I feel like it might brighten this look up. And it sure enough did. Yeah, now you can see it from space. And that's kind of what I was going for. This is a very wet glitter kind of shade. I would assume that the best way to do this is the way I'm doing it, with your finger, because I can't imagine it sticking very well to a brush. Okay, now I'm just going to clean up some of the fallout. I like that better. I think that that's prettier. I think that that is more of what I was looking for, is this shade. So I'm going to clean up underneath the eyes, and we'll clean that up again with a little makeup remover, because I really kind of want these eyes to be like stunning. So, am I in love with this palette? No, because it's kind of been a little difficult. Going back into that very dark brown color, it's actually a little difficult to work with. Not sure entirely why, but it is. So we're going to go in, we're going to clean up the mess from that. So like I said, I hope everybody is remembering our nurses and doctor friends at this time. Check on your nurse friends. I'm sure they're not all right. It's not easy for anybody, but I would assume that it would be especially difficult for them. I'm trying to like, this is a really pretty little dress and I don't want makeup all over it, so. Okay, I think we did as good as we're going to do for this eye look. I'm gonna probably put in something on the lower lash line before we're done. I'm gonna go in with my favorite all-time. I actually had to replace this. This is my first little thing that I've had to replace while I was using this channel. And it's my Ultimate Brow from Wet n Wild. It's that angled brow pencil that I absolutely adore. It's like $5. So I kind of just draw the shape on. I am going a little fast, guys, but I'm trying not to make this like a super long video. So I'm trying to keep the quality up while making sure that it's as quick as I can make it before I get ready with me. And see how easy that was? It's a one-stop shop for the brows. I love it. Okay. And now I'm hot. Going through a little flash. A lot more tan than I used to be, guys. I have to sit outside for my job all day, every day, so. I'm getting more tan as the days go by. Okay, so I'm going to mix together Shape Tape foundation in my winter shade with some bronzer on this little paddle brush, which I've been using instead of a sponge for makeup application. So I'm getting my brush on instead of my sponge on. So I use just a little bit of bronzer from Tarte, liquid bronzer, along with my foundation, and I mix them together, and somehow it looks all right. I put a little bit more bronzer on here. I don't know why I'm so hot all of a sudden. I've been liking the way that this mixes the foundation and the bronzer together to give me the right shade. Plus, I just like the way that this applies the foundation just a little bit better. Ooh. Well, I just lost some of the brow. But that's okay. Because I can redo that real quick. I don't know why I'm so hot all of a sudden. It's ridiculous. Oh. I don't know what is going on. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I do love this fan. It's so very pretty. Oh. I flash with the best of them. Haha. Okay, I do like the way that that applies. I just think it's so much more uniform than I can get a sponge to look. It whips right together. And I like it a lot. Now, ever since BoxyCharm had this Too Faced Bronze Contour or Cocoa Contour palette out, I have used it like daily. Because it's amazing. And I use some banana powder under the eyes. I haven't really been using much concealer because I feel like it's too hot for concealer. I love the way this smells, the way it tastes if you let it fall down into your mouth. This powder is so good. I love this palette. And that's one of my favorite things about BoxyCharm is that I am discovering things I would have never picked up before. So I went into that banana powder, which is that middle shade, and I'm going to go into the medium contour shade with a flat contour brush. Just bring some definition. To the face. Quiet. Talking to my kid who's coming down the hallway, creeping down the hallway. Okay. Now I'm going to use that same brush. And I'm going to go into the ColourPop blush. I don't think I'm going to use the false lashes today, guys. I just don't really feel like it. It's not a false lash kind of day. It's a ColourPop kind of day. So this is like a creamy blush, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's real pretty. Oh, that is really pretty. Takes quite a bit to get it onto a brush, but it is super pretty. And here I go, I'm almost ready. So now we're going to get into that highlighter shade. I'm using my finger for this. You can use a brush, but I'm using my fingers because that's the tool that is just so doggone easy to use. And I am gonna have to like do better with my brows, man. Do some better brows really quickly. I didn't even powder besides the banana powder like I usually would put a powder on, and I'd be like, but I just feel like doing less in the summertime usually. I have a lot of exciting content coming up on this channel. New things. I was able to get a hold of the Raw Beauty Christie collection. And that'll be coming hopefully soon. I didn't pay for upgraded shipping, so hopefully it'll still be fast. I'm going to put these lashes back for another time. I'll use them another time, I promise. So, the other thing was this Luxe ColourPop glass. I'm going to pop some of that on. And I've been using the Kyliner from Kylie Cosmetics. I absolutely adore it. From somebody who is very picky about eyeliner. This Kyliner allows you to have so much control over your wing, and control is super important for a nice even line. Okay, so the other thing I'm not a fan of is all of the fallout from that gold shade, although it's gorgeous. It's a lot of fallout, so you have been warned. And now I'm trying to get these even. Which is always my problem. Once I'm like, yahoo, I'm done. And then I'm like, oh no, those aren't even at all. So there we go. I have my top line done. And I think I'm just going to use, I got this Real Her black liner in Ipsy. And I haven't tried. Oh, I like it for the waterline. That's nice. That is so nice. So I'm a big fan of that. And then I also got this Surfer Curl from Tarte. You can't see the writing on it because it's white for some reason. I'm going to use the Surfer Curl. Surfer Curl, I'm sorry, not Surfer Girl. And I haven't decided if I like this yet or not. Like I like it, but the man-eater one and the what's the other one I like so much? It's pink. I don't know. They have a bright pink packaging one that I like a lot too. I like this all right. It's pretty good. I'm sure you guys can hear the stress in my voice. Usually I'm a lot more lighthearted. It's just been a little stressful lately with things going on. Especially this whole plumbing and heating and air and tires all at once. And it's been a heck of a day at sea, sir. Yeah, so the fallout on this She's Got Solstice is crazy. But I do like the finished look of it. I really do. I think it's very pretty. It's very neutral, very nice. So I actually made that in 32 minutes. I skipped a lot of steps that I usually do. Oh, let's put on some all-nighter from Urban Decay. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Get used to the mess that is me, because that's what this channel is about. Well, not totally, but you know, makeup and such. All right, guys, thank you so much for getting ready with me. ColourPop gets a well, let's give it a nice solid B-. I like it pretty good. It's all right. It got the job done, and I do appreciate that. So until next time, guys, don't forget to be amazeballs. Bye, YouTube.